This is Wasteland Fatigue Weekly, brought to you by Fatigue Force. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going deep into those Dayer survival forums and comments.
Yeah, seeing what everyone's talking about in the Wasteland.
Exactly, all those trading tips, event struggles, and some pretty wild glitches too.
Oh, yeah, Sad 100 Years is having some real internet trouble.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Over 500 disconnections in a day.
Oh wow.
Dedicated,
Might be
maybe
cursed.
maybe a little of both, but while Sad 100 Years is fighting the internet, everyone else is dealing with that new base system.
Oh, right.
Big changes.
Yeah, it's not like, instant max level crafting anymore.
Nope. Got to work for it. And the buyers got expensive tastes now.
Oh, yeah, picky eater.
Picky. No more raw meat. Got to salt everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Average Mechanics recommends stocking up on salt.
Okay, so salted goods are the new hot thing.
Yeah, ditch the hides, get curing.
Wasteland gourmet.
Exactly. And if you're looking to get rich, Marcher Reaper says, cement. Cement's the way to go.
What, really?
Apparently more valuable than gold now.
Cement.
Interesting.
It's wild how those updates change everything, right?
For sure.
People are even trading like 500,000 gasoline for black rubles.
Oh, wow. Those black rubles are like top tier, huh?
Yeah, but if you're rolling around in a Belaz like Arch Mechanics,
Yeah.
fuel's not a problem.
That's true. Speaking of spending time, what about those events, the Lunar events going on, right?
It is. Touch Me 4169 wants to know if the new melee weapon's worth it.
What do you think?
Well, the forums are saying it's pretty strong, fast, good damage.
Oh, nice. So if you like, getting up close and personal.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out.
Good to know. What about the Triad event? Any chatter about that?
Oh, yeah. Daima Sheep hates those Triad snipers. I don't blame him.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are rough.
They are.
High stakes, though, right?
High reward, too,
True. Everyone's after that Antiquarian feedback. Imagine double loot from a single house.
Yeah, 2 pianos.
Crazy. But Nathan Scrofulous opened 150 chests to get it.
Dedicated or obsessed.
Maybe both. Shows how much those rare items mean.
For sure. People spend hours grinding, crafting, trading. It's wild.
Definitely. And some are missing those good old days that Arch Mechanics was talking about.
Oh, yeah. What were those like?
Instant crafting, mountains of loot from animals. Buyer took all your raw meat.
The simple life.
Yeah, no economics degree needed.
Right.
But change is inevitable, even in the apocalypse.
That's true. So what about those pro tips and weird moments we've seen?
Oh, we've got a player using fried minced meat as bait for fishing.
Really? Does that work?
Who knows? Maybe those mutated fish like crispy snacks.
Could be.
And for those strength builds, the strapping lad perk might not be as good anymore.
Why is that?
Easier food buffs now to boost max HP.
Campfire cooking over gym time, huh?
Exactly.
And did you see that someone lost their power armor and tactical suit?
Oh no, how'd that happen?
Ran out of gas.
Oh no.
Rough.
Big reminder to keep that vehicle upgraded. Seriously. Don't want to be stranded with a horde of zombies,
Definitely not.
Also, apparently you can summon a buyer with 50,000 black rubles, but all they do is buy.
What? So what's the point?
I don't know, maybe they're just really into shopping?
Maybe a Dayer mystery.
Right?
And speaking of mysteries, that new tiger pet, everyone's wondering what it does.
Oh yeah, I've heard whispers. Any insider info?
Well, I might have some, but I think we'll save that reveal for part 2.
Okay, you're killing me.
Gotta keep you on the edge of your seat,
I guess so. Wasteland suspense and all that.
Exactly. So are we ready to jump back into the wasteland?
Oh yeah, I'm dying to know more about that tiger.
All right. I won't keep you waiting.
We'll spill the beans.
This tiger, it's not just a companion, it's a game changer.
Oh.
How so?
Well, on top of the usual pet stuff, attacking, being loyal,
Right.
this one heals itself.
Heals itself.
By taking down enemies.
Whoa, like a furry little first aid kit with claws.
Exactly. A real lifesaver in those tough battles.
That's amazing. What else can it do?
Okay, get this. It can summon a buyer.
A buyer.
Anywhere. With 50,000 rubles ready to spend.
No way. So no more trekking back to settlements.
Nope. Tiger's your personal shopping mall.
Wow, I see why everyone's so hyped about it.
And that's not all. It also applies bleeding on attack.
Ouch. Talk about adding insult to injury.
And here's the interesting part, especially for those using Chinese event weapons.
All right.
It makes enemies vulnerable to Chinese weapon damage.
So it's like a cheerleader for your weapon.
Exactly. Boosts their effectiveness.
That's huge.
Anything else?
It can deal extra damage to enemies at full health and armor.
Whoa, a tank buster tiger.
Pretty much. Makes you wonder how it'll change the game, right?
For sure. Will everyone just, have the tiger now?
Maybe. Only time will tell how it affects things.
Yeah, good point. We had Amadusif asking about pets.
Oh, right. How many are there and how to get them?
They want a whole zoo?
7 in total, 4 free, 3 paid.
Okay, break it down. You start with either a dog or a wolf, randomly assigned.
Right.
Then there's the pumpkin from Halloween, the fox from Christmas. Those are the free ones.
All right, so you got to play a while to collect them all.
Yeah, then there's the gecko from the MBA event.
Oh, right. That would...
The crow comes with the premium version of the game.
Okay.
And the bear and tiger, those are bundle offers.
So you got to pay for some of them.
If you want the full collection, yeah.
Makes sense. Ahmad Yusuf also asked about those MBA tasks.
Oh, yeah. Complete now or save for later.
They're level 41.
Tough one. Depends on their playstyle,
True.
MBA is a challenge, but the rewards are good. That gecko pet especially.
Right.
If they feel confident, go for it. But if they're still building up, maybe wait.
Yeah, better to be prepared.
Exactly. Speaking of which, those settlements and their currencies, big change.
No more universal currency, huh?
Nope. Every settlement's got its own system now.
It's like traveling with a pocket full of different money.
You gotta be adaptable.
For sure. And it's not just the money, right?
Each settlement has its own quests and challenges.
So you got to think strategically.
Yeah, how you use your resources and skills.
Absolutely. Remember MM.Secre? They had that fishing strategy.
Oh yeah, the fried minced meat.
They shared their results. Raw mincemeat, 4 fish.
Okay.
Cooked mincemeat, 6.
Interesting.
Raw mutant meat, 6. And cooked meat and meat, 8 fish.
Makes you wonder, is cooking worth it?
Maybe it depends on other things, like their angler perk.
Could be. Maybe we need a whole deep dive on fishing.
That's a good idea. People would love that.
Yeah, everyone's sharing their secret spots and techniques.
Oh, speaking of, congrats to Tracker for hitting level 80.
Nice. Ready for those big settlement quests.
They're after that awesome truck as a reward.
Those high-level vehicles are great,
Oh yeah, better capacity, more durable. Some even have special abilities.
Essential for those tough endgame quests.
And looking cool while you're at it.
Exactly. Colosum wants to know if City Loot respawns them.
Oh, right. They're thinking of moving from Bryansk to Kiev.
They've got 60,000 black rubles.
Well, it depends on the loot, usually only after big updates.
Yeah, ones that change the city structure or add event items.
Right. As for the money, well, that depends on their vehicle.
And the distance and their spending habits,
Yeah, gotta plan carefully in day R.
Absolutely.
Can't just wing it.
So true. Remember that Antiquarian feed bag?
Oh yeah, the one everyone's after.
Nathan Scrophulus wanted to know the odds.
It took them 150 rolls to get it.
Dedicated.
For sure. But it shows why people want a better system.
Right, something more predictable.
But there's also that thrill of finally getting it.
Yeah, beating the odds.
Unga Bunga is feeling discouraged after 63 rolls.
Oh no, but Yakipan says it's a game changer.
Especially for single-player mode.
They even said it doubles big items like lathes and pianos.
Wow, that's huge.
So for those grinding, don't give up hope.
It's worth it. And maybe try for the acupuncture box, too.
Oh yeah, what's that one do? Yakipan says it helps when you don't have enough buffs.
From a low hunger bar.
Yeah, clever, right?
They are players are resourceful.
They are, always finding ways to adapt.
Speaking of, Nectato1 encountered one of those new random city events.
Oh, cool. What
They
happened?
got some RGD grenades.
Nice. The devs are always adding new stuff.
Keeps things fresh.
And dangerous. Gotta stay on your toes.
For sure. Complacency equals zombie chow.
Exactly. Speaking of danger, AB5 tracked hit 1,622 rads.
Wow, that's intense.
That must be a radiation management master.
Seriously, gotta be careful with those irradiated zones.
Protective gear, anti-radiation items, essential stuff.
But AB5 Tracked has a different tip.
What's that?
Exit the game and relaunch.
Interesting tactic.
Maybe a little controversial.
Yeah, is it legit or exploiting the game?
I guess when you're facing radiation death, you do what you gotta do.
Right. But it raises questions about fair play.
True, but let's move on to something nicer like community support.
Oh yeah, that's always great to see.
Yififto89008 is offering to help someone who lost their account.
Wow, that's amazing.
They've got 3 fully stocked bases, willing to share everything.
Talk about generosity.
And they sparked a discussion about favorite DayR personalities.
Ah, cool. Who got shout outs?
They give something good and Fogacy,
Yeah.
known for their humor and helpfulness.
It's nice to see those personalities shine.
Yeah, even in a tough world like they are.
Right. It makes the community what it is.
So true. We also had Kursko struggling in one life mode.
Oh no, what happened?
Out of fuel, broken weapons, they need cash. Fast.
Crack 95 suggested looting and selling to those NPC traders.
Good idea.
And taking on quests from the settlements.
Solid advice.
And if they're feeling brave, Daimo Sheep said to do the Triad caravans twice.
Oh, why's that?
Guaranteed golden dragon.
Those are worth a lot, right?
Yeah, event currency for those rare items.
So caravans are the place to be.
But be ready for a fight.
Always. There's been talk about lazy elves.
Oh yeah, those helpful little guys.
Pontus 333 wants to know if they're still worth it.
With the changes to sulfur and getting cars.
Right, it's tougher now.
Instead, 100 years used to use over 10,000 for car scrapping.
10,000.
Yeah, but that might not work as well anymore.
Got to adapt to those updates.
Absolutely, what worked before might not now.
True. There's also been a lot of talk about getting Chinese coins.
Without spending real money.
Yeah. Ungabunga wants to know how.
They're trying to do the Chinese New Year event.
But not break the bank.
Well, Daimo Sheep recommends focusing on those loot bags.
Especially with the caravan double golden dragon thing.
Smart strategy.
And Pontus 333 suggested skipping regular city looting altogether.
Just do the Triad caravans for the bags.
Interesting.
So there are options out there.
Yeah, experiment and find what works best.
And have fun with it. That's the most important part.
Absolutely. Someone asked if construction will ever come back to the game.
Oh yeah, the base building nostalgia.
Daimo Sheep said to ask a prophet.
Always a good source.
But really, only the devs know.
It makes you think about the game's direction, you know?
For sure. Has it shifted away from base building?
Maybe. Towards events more?
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's also been talk about realism.
Oh, yeah, that balance between gameplay and believability.
Pontus 333 said getting hit in armor should cause injury.
Makes sense, you'd need painkillers.
Right, but then Daimo Sheep reminded us we're already hauling around boats and stuff.
True, maybe some things need to be simplified.
It's a tough balance. Too much realism can be annoying.
But too little can make it boring.
Exactly. Gotta find that sweet spot.
And I think Dayar does a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's both challenging and fun.
And let's not forget the humor.
Oh yeah, that keeps the community going.
Gotta laugh at the absurdity of it all.
Like the buyer wanting fancy food.
And that fried meat bait.
That's great. Shows how resilient the community is.
So true. Big shout out to all the players.
They make Dayar what it is.
Couldn't do this deep dive without them.
Stay hydrated, keep those weapons sharp, never give up hope.
We'll see you in the next one. You know, while we're talking about the community, Frozen Pagoda is having some trouble with those bonus coins from watching ads.
Oh, what's going on?
Seems like they had a 10-day cooldown.
10 days. That doesn't sound right.
No, usually it's like every 2.5 hours.
Oh, so maybe a bug?
Could be. M14 Killer suggested the usual stuff. Reinstall, restart the phone, clear the cache.
Yeah, the classic troubleshooting steps.
Hopefully one of those works. If not, maybe contact support.
Right, speaking of support, Janica09363 got banned.
Oh, no. What happened?
They say they didn't do anything wrong.
Hopefully it's a mistake, you know?
Yeah, always good to be aware of those game rules.
Definitely avoid those accidental slip-ups.
Speaking of Jag399, learned something about greenhouses.
Oh.
They don't move with you under the new base system.
Oh, wow. Static structures now.
Yeah, big change from before.
Makes you think carefully about where to build.
For sure. Speaking of planning,
Yeah.
Looney Survivor is back after a break.
Oh, welcome back.
But they're feeling overwhelmed by all the changes.
It can be a lot, you know?
Yeah, they're even thinking of taking another break.
And Charnam suggested checking back in a couple of years.
Maybe by then it'll be a whole new game.
Who knows? Dayar's always evolving.
That's true. Vidi Teague Force had a bit of a facepalm moment.
Oh, what happened?
They spent their coins on workshop fixes instead of the boss battles.
Oh, no.
We've all been there, right?
Definitely easy to make those mistakes.
Especially when you're tired.
True. But hopefully they can recover.
Dare players are tough.
They are. Speaking of N, Zachary had a question about compo and jam.
Oh, which is better to craft?
The classic dilemma. Daimo Sheep said jam for selling, compo for quick energy.
Practical advice.
And if you're really struggling, Charname suggested just buying energy pills.
Interesting, because it depends on your resources.
Exactly. Sometimes buying is more efficient.
Speaking of, remember the EMBA event?
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
Muller Bros wanted to know if there would be an MBA 3.0.
And Slobodan86 asked if the diskettes will carry over.
Good questions. Any answers?
Not officially. Sheep suggested asking a prophet again.
Seems to be the go-to source.
But yeah, only the devs know for sure.
Creates that anticipation, right?
What's next for EMEA? Who knows?
Speaking of waiting, Ahmed Yusuf was curious about those golden dragons.
Oh, yeah, what are they good for?
Argument mechanics explained they're the rarest hand-in item.
And you can use them for event currency?
So if you want to do well in the event, get those dragons.
Definitely. And speaking of doing well, we got to talk about bugs.
Oh yeah, those pesky glitches.
Part of the process, I guess.
Especially with a game like Dayar.
Frozen Pagoda is having trouble with the skill selection panel.
Oh, what's happening?
It crashes the game when they try to use their skill points.
Oh, that's not good.
Hopefully the devs can fix that.
Fingers crossed. Solbadan86 is excited about update V849.
Oh, new update.
Yeah, always exciting.
But Arch Mechanics had some wise words.
What's that?
Wait for the patch notes. Oh, good point. You never know what might change. Better safe than sorry.
So true. Well, while we wait for those patch notes, let's just appreciate Day R.
Yeah, it's a unique game.
Quirky characters, unexpected challenges, always something new.
And it brings people together.
A real sense of community.
So to all the players out there, keep exploring, keep experimenting, keep sharing those stories.
We'll see you in the next deep dive. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow Wasteland Wanderers.
Stay safe out there.